I hope we are live. If you guys can see this, just quickly say yes or something in the chat. I am not 1,000% sure we are live because I guess we're live. Because I hope we. There we go. All right. Just quickly grabbing the chat as well so I can see what you guys are saying, and all should be good. Just quickly, just say yeah or something in the chat. There we go. All right, everybody's in. So a lot of y'all must be wondering what the frick's going on. And I don't want to joke about this, but do you guys know a video that I made last night? Wait a minute. All right, I just want to quickly get something clear. Just last night, I made a video. Are we all doomed? Because, you know, something happened. Jim Cramer, right? He said, crypto is about to stay. It's about to go up. I told everybody, we are doomed. That man is always wrong. And look what happens like a couple hours afterwards. Isn't that the funniest thing ever? Isn't it funny how that guy is literally so wrong every single time? It is ridiculous. However, I have 4 massive things to show you. So please, everybody, get those likes up there. I see we have 35 likes, but 350 people watching, which is insane. Get those likes up there. I'm about to show you 4 very important things that will decide, or I guess help you decide your thinking process. But let's quickly introduce by saying crypto is dumping like a freaking truck. All right. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a good dump truck. I have. But this is basically what it is. 5% down in an hour, 7.5% throughout the day. The entire crypto market is just being slapped in the freaking face, like literally getting hit by a truck. It's nearly the same thing. It's the same type of feeling, and I would know. Anyway, that's why a lot of articles were brought up, because this basically happened within a few minutes. We're talking 3% or $3,000 nearly in a few minutes, $100 million worth of longs liquidated in a very short amount of time. That obviously causes some panic. But first of all, I did warn you guys about this yesterday on this channel and Dusty Trades. But 2 things. I want to quickly say, anybody watching these videos or live streams, we're live this time, quickly put in the chat where you guys are all watching from. But quickly, you know how many people went to my previous video and said, Dusty, you're a clickbaiter? But the thing is, I try to make the titles really as accurate as possible. You know, I don't understand why some people are so hateful when all we're doing is giving the information about what's going on in the crypto market. And now all of a sudden people are like, well, okay, you were pretty right. It don't matter to me. I don't need your credits, but just take my title seriously, because it's not a joke 99% of the time. We'd make jokes on the channel, but the titles are very accurate to what's going on. Anyway, let's talk about the 4 massive things that happened. I think I can even pull out of my little suit here. I can pull out a 5th one. You just see. So first of all, one thing that's coming up today, or that came up today, this is massive. This is actually one of the scariest things I've seen, which is why I posted it over on Twitter. It's that Michael Saylor is selling $220 million worth of his own company shares. So as you can see right there, I posted this on Twitter just at 6 a.m. Dubai time. I think this one is in a different time zone. But, you know, the market doesn't stop, so I can't stop. I have to keep going. Oh no, MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor is selling $216 million worth of his own company shares, which those shares basically represent Bitcoin. This was posted by Bloomberg. And this is last night, me posting again. Is this a top signal? Because obviously that is pretty scary. Again, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. And I'll say as a baseline, I am extremely excited about crypto. But we gotta be accurate. We gotta be, I guess, selling, or at least be realistic about where the price is headed next. Right now, I said in my Dusty Trades video last night that I'm a little bit afraid, because on CME futures, the Bitcoin price, I can actually show this to you. I just reset my computer for a second, so I have to get all those tabs back open. But as you can see right here, on CME futures, the Bitcoin price did hit 47, and on spot it didn't. Made me kind of cautious, and that's why last night I made an emergency update video saying I'm a little bit, I don't like to open short positions, all right? In a bull market, I don't. But I did say I'm very skeptical about this pump. It doesn't feel right. And boom, Look at that, 13% down in a few hours after that massive top was hit. So I'm very happy that we were basically on the right track of this one. Otherwise, I would not have felt nice. However, that is just point number one. All right, what I just showed you with MicroStrategy and him selling all his, or at least $260 million worth of shares, it's scary. Clink says 216 is just chump change for the for MC. Michael Saylor, maybe MicroStrategy. I'm not sure what you mean with MC. $216 million is not a joke, Chief. I'm not sure which one of you says that $216 million is chump change. But I'd like to have a word with you about that. I'd like to have a word with you about if $216 million is chump change for you. Let's have a little conversation about that, because that is interesting. I like that thinking process. That's nice. That is nice. Anyway, that is point number one. And as I said, we've got at least 4. So stick around and let me quickly type in the next one. So point number 2 of interest of today is this right here. We've got ourselves the FOMC minutes, and obviously relate everything back to the S&P. And since the S&P here recently has actually fallen and failed to break its all-time high, this is again what I said in my yesterday's video, it's making us a little bit skeptical about Bitcoin being able to continue on with this massive push on the short term. Somebody's spamming India in the chat like crazy. What's going on? what are you doing, bro? Yeah, India. Let's go. Anyway, so as the S&P failed to break its all-time high, it got us slightly skeptical. And the fact that we've got the FOMC minutes later today might cause some people to speculate around that, might cause some additional volatility, which is, again, exactly as I described in my earlier videos. I don't joke around with these video guys. We're very serious here. So what we said, massive volatility. These are 2 parts, but there's 4, like I said, so just stick around. Number 3 that I think could have caused something. A lot of you guys are asking about XRP. There's not as much specifically going on with XRP right now. If you guys want, though, I can make a story for you with regards to XRP. And people wondering, I mean, yeah, I did buy the dip, but that's because I buy crypto every single day. And because that's still the strategy. And I've got you at least two more things to show you. Let me just quickly put it up here. So I got, I think, 4 more things. Guys, I'm finding more and more cool things. First of all, Galaxy and Invesco spot Bitcoin ETF applicants release video celebrating Bitcoin's birthday. I just want you guys to know that every single thing we're witnessing here has most likely got to do with the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And you can see these parties that are involved are, interestingly enough, playing around it, releasing these videos. We've seen, I think, 4 or so of these videos over the last week, all in anticipation of the Bitcoin spot ETF. And I'm telling you, these guys, we're talking about BlackRock, $10 trillion worth of assets under management. They don't want you to make money. So every single time they get the chance, the price is going to go exactly to where you don't expect it to go, because that's the game plan. If everybody was supposed to make money, then nobody would lie, but they all lie. I've told you this many times. They all lie, and it's all some sort of, I don't want to call it a scheme, but it is. Anyway, still the baseline of it all is how Bitcoin fell off hard after MicroStrategy, or at least I should say Michael Saylor, sold hard. I think one of the most important parts is exactly that event. Somebody said Matrix port. I got it open, guys. I got it open. Here we go. The SEC will reject. This is number 3, I think, of important things. And I think now I got 5 or 6. So just keep watching, guys. We have a lot of cool stuff. And everybody, we are right now at 160 likes, but we've got 700 people watching. If you've not done it yet, make sure, let me just quickly open it up right here. Make sure you go ahead and press that like button. As right now, as I said, we are at 165 likes, but we have 800 people watching. Get those likes up there to at least like 400. Let's go, everybody. Make sure you press that like button. I'm doing this for you guys. These videos. And at the end of the day, if you're happy about crypto, if you're sad about crypto, just let me know in the comment section. I read every single comment right there. I got everything in front of me, guys. Don't worry. Nothing gets skipped. I only want to continue on with the story real quick so everybody gets the news as soon as possible. And at the end of the day, I want you guys to understand, I am not scared. Not a single second am I scared. Every single part of this is part of the longer story. And as I said before, what I'll just keep doing is giving you guys some of the coins I'm buying into, some of the coins I'm extremely bullish about, and we'll just keep buying them because ultimately, over the next 12 to 16 months or so, I know that that's going to be the best decision of our lifetimes. Let's continue on with the story, though. Let us continue on. So this is from 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗃 just now. This was also released, I believe, today. The SEC will reject all Bitcoin spot ETFs over the next few days, says 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗃. And if you take a look at 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗃's recent predictions, a lot of them have been pretty accurate. And I don't have them open for some reason, but let's quickly see if there is something here. Nope. They do not link to some of the earlier 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗃 predictions, but I can tell you that out of their 2023 predictions, 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗃 2023 predictions, let's quickly see if we can find this. A lot of them turned out to be true. So a lot of people are right now pointing out that these guys have a pretty good track record. And if any one of you has that little overview of 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗃's predictions, just send it to me over on Twitter. I also have Twitter open to be able to spot it as soon as possible. Let me just quickly see. There was a little sheet of things that 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗃 predicted, one of which was that Bitcoin is going to hit $45,000 before the end of the year. They were slightly off. I'd say they were off by about a day. Here we go. I can find it now, partially at least. So this is what they were saying. Bitcoin might be at $29,000 in 2023. That was correct. Bitcoin of $45,000 by December 2023. Well, they were one day off because it hit it on January 1st. But perhaps in the US, it still happened. Then Bitcoin of $45,000 by December and to $63,000 by May. And then $125,000 by the end of the year. It's still unknown. Bitcoin surging above $40,000 is inevitable, which happened. Bitcoin at $50,000 this month is still up for debate. Obviously, as this month is not even anywhere close to over. But right now, the baseline of it all is that they changed their mind, or at least they're putting some negativity in there by saying that the SEC will be rejecting the Bitcoin spot ETFs. This is just in. I'm seeing a lot of people say, do you think another dump like this is coming? Well, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most significant dump we've seen in a while. But all I'm doing personally is just buying this dip. So if you're asking, Dusty, what are you doing? I don't care about the price going down further. I'll just buy again. But that's how I roll. I should actually, matter of fact, go and log into every single account that I have. See if I have some dollars left and just keep buying. Because that's how I roll, guys. I don't like to just be on the sidelines too much because I'm too bullish on this industry. XRP going down 10%. Cardano going down 10% over the last hour. That is a massive crash, ladies and gentlemen. That is a massive push towards the downside. I think XRP might actually be the worst performer in the list right now. No, Terra Classic, Gala, Theta Network, Kava, IOTA, all down like crazy. That is wild. Over the last hour, 12% down. Over the last hour, 60 minutes. Woo, and you just see all your gains being wiped out. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is what you see in bull markets. This is what you get in bull markets. Crazy gains one day, crazy losses the next day. Right now, guys, I'm just opening my phone. Let me buy some more crypto. Let me right now, as we speak, buy some more. Because at the end of the day, it's too good of an opportunity to not do that. Let me just quickly turn it back on. What are we buying, boys? What are you guys buying? Any suggestions? Anybody buying a juicy meme coin or something? Is anybody buying a crypto? Which crypto should we buy? I always buy my standard little list of sorts. But let me just see. I can also open a long position. By the way, if you are interested in that... Ooh, I'm pressing a couple of buttons. Hopefully I didn't end the stream. No, we're still good. Okay, everything went black. Are you guys still here? Okay, how do I open the stream? I might have messed up. I'm not sure if we're still streaming. Are we still streaming? Shit. Uh-oh. Everything turned black. How do I fix this? Oh, we're good. Oh, okay. Oh, whew. I thought I stopped streaming. I'm seeing, by the way, a lot of you guys say different coins we're looking into. Myria, I like. Link, I like. Oh, those are juicy. Man, I should just buy some. All right, I'm going over to Bybit. And I wanted to say, if you guys want to, there are actually different ways to get yourself a juicy free position. And I usually link it down below, but I'll show you real quick. If I can, I just go to a description of mine. Here I go. And basically, as is always, in every single one of my descriptions, there you go. there's a link that I've just posted in the chat to a free Bybit $500 position. Just press that and see from there. In the US, you can't use it, but I'm assuming most people in the US are not awake anyway. I saw somebody from Texas right now. You, man, are an interesting fellow. You know that? To already be awake at this time? I don't know how early it is, but it's pretty damn early, I think. Anyway, it looks like this, and I've left the link down below, as I said. This is just a place where you can get yourself a free $500 trade, which is pretty juicy if you ask me. I'll link it again. There you go. And interestingly enough, guys, I'm seeing people report Binance logged people out just now, which is interesting. 𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀 was having issues. Have you guys used any exchange that has any issues? Let me know. Because we got to go on with more of our reasons as to why crypto is doing so crazy right now. I've got 2 more reasons to show you that are interesting. Let me just quickly... Oh, damn, guys, we didn't actually put up a tweet that we're live. Let me just quickly put this in the Twitter that we are live. And post it over on Telegram, and then we continue on. We've got at least 2 more reasons, guys, as to why things are in an interesting spot right now as we speak. Okay, so, yeah. One thing that people are pointing at, this is not one of my reasons, but I'm just saying this quickly, is people are saying, you see, this is just in anticipation of the spot ETFs that are coming next week. They want to wipe people out real quick. They want to quickly make you so scared that you just shiver in your freaking boots. You go home, write to your mom, and never come back. That's partially, at least, it seems, what they want. I am just quickly right now buying myself some more crypto. Right now. Sorry, guys. Before we name the reasons, you got to put your own money first, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, if you're thinking about buying crypto, well, I got those same thoughts, but I'm actually going ahead and doing it because otherwise I'd be wasting an opportunity. And this to me is like a little bit like gambling, I always say, because I'm just like, I could also try wait for a better spot, but I'd rather just have the crypto than not have it, you know? I'd rather be stupid and buy myself a little bit more, a little bit too early, but that's because that's my strategy, and for me, it always works. So I don't know why I wouldn't. For example, XRP at this price, even though it's not the best of cryptos in this part of the market, I will admit and say that it is down so much that to me, it's worth buying some. Let me just quickly go ahead and pick myself some up. There we go. Which coins are also down? I just kind of, funny enough, categorize it by which coins are down the most, and I kind of buy some of them. But ladies and gentlemen, right now I am buying. I'll just quickly say it, be honest with it. I am buying right now. A lot of coins that are down, I'm buying right now to hopefully make some profit over the next day or so. As I said, though, the reason it's pretty scary is because times are so volatile, and that's because of some of the things I'll show you right now. First of all, some people have pointed out that the SEC cannot approve the Bitcoin spot ETF as the paperwork has been taking too long. There have been a lot of these rumors over the last couple of days. And that's why I said, guys, right now, every single move will be amplified because of all the FUD, all the fear, all the uncertainty, all the doubt. And as I always say, BlackRock's not your friend. These guys will try to amplify every single move logically because obviously, that's the way these things roll. They don't want you to make money. Things are going to be volatile. 𝗕𝗄𝑆port in the same report, by the way, said that Bitcoin is going to go all the way towards $36,000 because the SEC is going to reject the Bitcoin spot ETFs. Now, some of you guys were commenting earlier saying the boy who, no, how do you say it? Even a broken clock is right sometimes. I don't know what exactly the saying is anymore. To which I have to say, yeah, it is not stupid for some of the guys to now say that Bitcoin is going to crash and the spot Bitcoin ETFs are going to be denied. Because, well, if you're wrong, everybody's excited because crypto prices go up. And if you're right, people will think, oh, look at how genius this person was. Right? Right? And in theory, a broken clock doesn't have to be right twice a day, I guess. No, it should definitely be. But yeah, I'm thinking even if it just stays still, it's going to be turning around twice. You're right. Twice a day. I was like, if it's going too fast, it could be right like 3 times a day, perhaps. Or 4 times. But anyway, so why is it dumping? So the simple answer, the simplest of simple answer is people are scared. That's the simplest answer. As a baseline, it could be because Michael Saylor, one of the biggest Bitcoin spearheads, just sold $220 million worth of Bitcoin shares, basically. It's specifically MicroStrategy stock, whose main purpose is to buy Bitcoin, and that's scary to people. Second is because the S&P is falling off. As you can see, the S&P went down a couple percent. It failed to break an all-time high, and so that's causing people to be scared. Logically so. That happened many times in the past. It could be, like I said, that this is just a BlackRock or spot ETF participants' move to get people to be, basically push some of the liquidations in, get people out. It could be the FOMC minutes later today combined with the S&P falling back down, people anticipating some sort of major event in that. It could be that there's something that we didn't even notice just quite yet. Let me actually show you a few more things. As I said, we've got multiple things to showcase. And one of them, let me quickly try to find it, is this motherfricker right here. This guy, and this is what I said earlier today, literally yesterday went on television to state that Bitcoin is never going to die out. And I told you, this man is always wrong. So when I put up yesterday that we all got screwed, I mean, let's see here. No, Jim Cramer just doomed us all. That's not good. I'm actually not happy I was right. And then again, this is just a shakeout of sorts, right? Let me just show you more, though. Let me show you more. Let me show you more. Let me show you more, because I got more. First of all, 47,000 we identified as an extremely important barrier. And even though on the spot, Bitcoin did not reach that $47,000 level, on the, let's quickly see if we can find it. How do you type the CME futures into this? How do you find CME Bitcoin futures CME? I never know how to find it in here. Bitcoin in futures. There we go. So Bitcoin did on here actually hit 47. And so theoretically speaking, our sell signal, our top signal was pretty much met for the short term. That might also add. But as I said, let me show you more. Let me show you more. I'm trying to find it here. It's in my bookmark somewhere, but I bookmark a lot of things because I show you guys a lot of stuff every single day. Let me show you what I was meaning. It is right here. So this is part of it. But BlackRock was set to buy $10 million worth of Bitcoin today, right? Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but perhaps they really are buying a ton more Bitcoin than everybody knows. And this is just them artificially trying to lower the price, making people fearful so they can buy at a cheaper spot. Because right now, today, it was only approved that they're able to buy, for example, right? If you guys understand my drift, that right now, they are allowed to buy, but they have to buy today. And so they're getting the price lower by making people fearful, because then at least they get a lower average price. It's possible, but not exactly what I meant. I'm trying to find exactly my point. I think I've already opened it somewhere, though, and I just can't find it for some reason. I have so many tabs open, though. That's the problem here. I have it open somewhere. Everything to do with BlackRock, etc. But where do I find it? Where do I find it? Where do I find it? Yeah, another funny part is, the reason I always say I'm not really planning on selling my crypto anytime soon is because if anybody's putting weight on Matrix Sports' predictions, they've been pretty accurate, right? But we talked about a clock being right twice a day, a broken clock. The SEC will reject all Bitcoin spot ETFs in January, says Matrix Port. But just before that, this will be the highest price in 2024, according to Matrix Port. Bitcoin price could hit $50,000 by the weekend by Matrix Port. At the end of the day, they said Bitcoin at $50,000 this month, and they've said some other beautiful words. Like, for example, 2024, Bitcoin will see 100-something thousand, like we just established. So at the end of the day, even if they're calling out for $36,000 per Bitcoin, that's still just a juicy bottom to buy, if you believe they are predictions. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to buy even harder. Sorry, guys. I need to stop talking and buy more. Yeah, I'm just buying right now. Every single thing I can think of, I'm buying. Wow! Bitcoin on Bybit went as low as $40,000. So it really went down 11% or so in the span of, how much was this? Let's see. It was 10:30 a.m. and then it went down by 1. So in 3 hours, 2.5 hours, it went from $45,000 to $40,000. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is massive. That is massive. That is massive. Let me open up some long positions just for the fun of it as well. What are we opening up, boys? Let's see. I will open. I'm looking for which one is down the most. This is degeneracy, but this is what I'm doing. I'm looking for a couple of coins. And I'll just open some small. This is like, okay, in case tomorrow does well, a lot of these will pump like crazy, and then we make all our money back. So this is just a doubling down type of strategy. Not recommended, but it's funny. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it, ladies and gentlemen. That is why I'm doing it, because it's kind of funny. Isolated. Yeah, most leverage possible. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Screw it. All right. And this is extremely risky because we can see more of a dip, as right now is the most volatile time. And that's why our strategy is just long positions on Bitcoin dips, but that is with slightly lower leverage and being quote unquote safe about it. I am looking for a couple. Oh yeah, I should add more. So we said at the start 5 or so things. First of all, we are getting into tax season. December is an area where a lot of them are slightly selling off, but January is a time where all these guys get back to work. Specifically, today, Wednesday, the 3rd, is a day where a lot of these guys who've been off for the week, for the holidays are getting back to work. They might take some profit that they didn't do at the end of the year, for example, right? It's just possible. It's just possible. Right now, I'm seeing more and more reports of taxes. And in yesterday's video, I said to you guys as well, prepare for taxes. Perhaps it's part of the wave, but I don't feel that. I feel like it more has to do with the stock market in the reality of things. But I want to show you guys the BlackRock news. I'm just having a hard time finding it. I think I found it on my phone. Give me 10 seconds. So, as a baseline, these are the 2 predictions people have. So, yeah, she's whispering into Gary Gensler's ear, deny the Bitcoin ETF and nuke the markets. BlackRock wants to buy lower. At the end of the day, it is possible that this is all so manipulated that it's all just one big freaking joke. But like my friend here said, BlackRock will buy $10 million worth of Bitcoin today. Or perhaps BlackRock is also out behind those Matrix port reports to get a lower price. Is it fake? The bottom line about the ETF approval is, would you bet against BlackRock and other trillion-dollar firms? The answer becomes obvious then. At the end of the day, anybody selling right now, I don't understand really. I really don't fully understand why you would want to sell. I'm just buying the dip like a maniac. Ladies and gentlemen, every single time I'm telling you it, I think I should buy more. Do you guys have that feeling also that you're like, oh, should I buy more? And then you're like, yeah, I should. I don't want to be the convincing, or I don't want to make a convincing argument, but it's like, what else can I do except for just buy more? The only problem is we're up already like $2,000. We're up already like 5% from the bottom. So people who have their orders set beautifully were able to buy at $41,000 per Bitcoin just now and are already up a ton, which is, by the way, the strategy that we described on Dusty Trades, our second channel. If you do not know, by the way, I put up a lot of strategies on Dusty Trades. And one of them is the exact levels where to buy at. So that I think we talked about it like last week, and then we talked about it nearly every single time afterwards. I recommend you guys to check out that channel. It is called Dusty Trades. And I tell you guys about my trades and about how literally almost everybody can make tons of profit in crypto in a bull market. I am not the most, okay, there's so much extra to tell you, but I'll just say this. I'm not a person who likes to trade every single second. We have specific firms for that do it as much as needed. However, what I will tell you is in a bull market, it's so easy to profit if you are consistent. And right now we are, because the market's pretty obvious that it's going to basically go up over the next few months. It's going to most likely happen, 99% sure in my opinion. And so we have a really specific strategy for it. I described everything on Dusty Trades. If you're not following it, it don't matter to me. I don't get anything from you doing so. So you pick your own poison, my friend. I'm just saying that we've been extremely profitable the last few weeks, while a lot of others have been on the sidelines. But it's because it's right now too easy. I found it. I found exactly the point that I was looking for. I found it. Let me just scroll through and show you guys where it is. So the point of interest, I just screenshotted it. Where was it said? Let me look on my phone. I just took a screenshot of it earlier today. All right. It was 8:50 a.m. yesterday. Here we go. So this was another piece of anticipation that people are talking about the whole day. BlackRock thinks the SEC will take until the end of the week to approve the Bitcoin spot ETF, combined with what I showed you guys earlier over on Twitter. Let me just quickly get back to it. This one right here. Mike Novogratz saying that the Bitcoin ETFs are coming before January 10th. I'm honestly saying that perhaps really at the end of the day what's happening is they're just trying to get you to fear everything, when in reality it's all already been confirmed. I at first thought, nah, it might be insiders who are selling off right now knowing, but no. And we can actually take a look at Bitcoin miners sell percentage. I'm not sure what query I usually input to find what amount, is it Bitcoin miner outflow that we're looking for? I don't know the name of exactly what we're looking for anymore. I guess perhaps Bitcoin miner reserve versus Bitcoin mined, or perhaps just the miner reserve as a concept. Let's see here. Can we find the data? All right, let me look up the data here with regards to how many the Bitcoin miners are selling. I need to log in. Do I still have my subscription? I don't know if I do. I've not used this website in a while. I'm not sure if I still have a subscription. Anyway, here you go. So this is the Bitcoin miner net flow of all miners. And it says right here, the difference between coins flowing into and out of the exchange. Inflow minus outflow is net flow. Positive value indicates miners' reserve are increasing. And so it seems, I guess that over this little time period, yeah, it's hard to say. The last value is minus 414, so we've got more outflows than inflows. But it is pretty difficult to pinpoint something on this. I guess we need like an average line to see that it's slightly outflowing with the SMA. Let's see here, a 30-day SMA. Yeah, significantly actually outflowing recently. Let's see this over a yearly perspective. This is just to get the, okay, here we cannot see. I'm trying to find out, and by the way, my screen is going black again, but we're good. Okay, so what we're looking for here is the Bitcoin miner outflow, specifically net flow, which is negative. And in times here, like for example, early December, it was extremely negative. Right now, it doesn't seem to actually be that bad. I mean, yes, it's negative, meaning there's more outflow, there's more selling than buying. But it's not as if that changed, except for all the way back here in October of last year, and slightly here at the end of November. But all throughout December, it's been pretty much negative, except for this little time period here. So has something changed earlier now? No, not necessarily. And I guess the biggest outflows as well came after significant heights, not at these significant heights. And here as well, here this dip was at high points. Interesting, very interesting. Perhaps there's something to extrapolate from that later. But right now, I do not know exactly what to fetch from this. We'll be looking at that. Every single one of you, who's still holding crypto? I'm just looking at the comments here, seeing who's scared and who's just capitulated. Who is still left and who pussied out? Who got too scared and just sold their crypto? Be honest with me now. I think a lot of you guys are going to lie and say you're still holding while you've been scared and sold everything. Let's see. What's happened? For the most part, BlackRock just kind of busted your lip with a big finger, like with a big freaking fist towards your face. That's kind of the way I described it. While BlackRock, them guys are having some stripper parties right now, having all fun of you getting scared, you're just picking your nose, hating yourself for panic selling. No, I hope we're all men of steel and we hold till the bitter end. I hope so. I hope every single one of you can hold till the bitter end. Because I didn't raise anybody, actually. Most of you guys are probably even older than I am. But I want to say, we don't discuss this wussy talk here of people selling the bottom. If you're going to sell, you better sell the freaking top. All right? I don't want to, if you guys are writing here that you sold everything, you got shaken out, I don't want to see you ever in this chat again. Because even if we're going to $32,000, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just buying the dip. But that's because of long positions and the way we strategize our trades. I've said it so many times. The best way to go about this is to just extend on your long positions, to just double, triple, quadruple down It's extremely hard to not do well in a bull market. Even if 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝑚𝑒𝗓𝗓 is correct and we go to $36,000, it's so easy. It's so easy. This could all just be an FTX because I think they own a large part of the block, or some other company. I think BitGet also has part of the block, those news outlets. Perhaps this is just a manipulated effort to get people to sell. Yeah. I mean, it really feels so. Why otherwise would this happen all of a sudden? I guess perhaps it's just one company like DWF Labs that we talk about a lot, putting on some sell pressure around these key levels because they know that people are really fearful right now, so they're trying to buy back cheaper. Maybe it's just one company having fun here. I wanted to look at CoinGlass, actually. Take a look at some of the liquidations here. For fun, let's just quickly see. So over the past 24 hours, we got ourselves $150 million worth of liquidations. But that's actually not too significant, to be honest with you. I mean, it is a lot. It's the highest value we've seen in a very long while. But from another perspective, you guys can see. Here we go. It's not that wild, actually, for such a massive move. A 10% move in Bitcoin in like 3 hours. That's the biggest move you've seen in a long while. In the past 24 hours, 180,000 traders were liquidated. Total liquidations comes in at 630 million. Ah, wait a minute. I was looking at only Bitcoin. But the total is 630 million. Yeah, that's a lot. That, ladies and gentlemen, is actually an extremely huge amount of money. I'm just quickly going to screenshot this if I can. Here we go. Because people just got wrecked, man. But that is what you do, or that's what you get when you work with too high of a leverage. How much? 640 million. 640 million worth of crypto liquidated in past 24H. Just quickly putting it up there for all the people that don't watch these streams. I still want to keep people as informed as possible. Liquidated. There we go. But yeah, if you're wondering, again, people keep asking what the story is. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody knows for sure. And I don't like people making these titles. Like I see somebody streaming right here saying, this is very bad for Bitcoin. Is it really? Is this really going to do anything negative for crypto? Really? What could it do? Sticky Gaming says, I got wrecked again. Dusty, you're going to borrow me 1,000 so I can try again? How did you get wrecked? I don't understand. If you're following my strategies, which I think people are, a lot of them are, not financial advice, but this is just what I'm sharing. Why? How could you get wrecked when the strategy is always to make sure you never get liquidated and to buy the freaking dip? If you do that consecutively, in my opinion, you make tons of money in crypto. I honestly believe if you got $1,000 right now and you don't turn it to $10,000 by the end of the year, that's like a minimum. Then I don't know what to tell you. That's like maniac type behavior. You're just picking your nose then. Leverage, people are saying leverage is wrecked. Leverage is good if you know how to use it. Leverage is dangerous if you're being stupid with it. It's the truth. If you are being not careful, it might wreck you. Just like Jim Cramer just wrecked you by telling us that crypto is going to go wild, and he just quoted us all. If you guys want to watch it again, I'll show it to you real quick. Just for fun. Here we go. This is exactly what caused crypto prices to dump. Take a look at this.
Bitcoin above $45,000. That would be the first time since April of 22. Since April of 22, you can see, and obviously it had a great year last year.
Yeah, we got that clearing event of Sam Bankman-Fried going down, and that seemed to make people feel, you know what, we're safe. And then the ETF.
We continue to wait
endless
for the ETF.
Right. And look, it's very rare that I've ever seen that this way. Could it be a waiting for Godot? I mean, no, there won't be an ETF. But I do think that the people who are in it for that are going to use that as a chance to sell. But this thing is, you can't kill it.
No, can't.
And the late Charlie Munger, who was so brilliant on so many things, was blind to this. Now you can say, wait a second, maybe it's all going to come
Jamie
unraveled.
Dimon has not spared any negative words.
No, but look, I mean, it's a reality and it's a technological marvel, and I think people have to start recognizing that it's here to stay. The SEC's been against it almost the whole time.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that every one of these is here to stay, but I do think that it's about, this is a remarkable comeback that was unexpected, except for all the bulls who turned out to be right.
Gensler does a lot of jawboning.
Didn't work.
A lot of jawboning.
So first of all, this man is a rat. Rat, like a ratty behavior. However, yeah, we were so close and he just screwed us all because he's always wrong. And I mean, on the dot, he was wrong. Isn't that the funniest thing ever, that he's so wrong? But 2 points are interesting out of this video. One is what this guy first, says about them using this as exit liquidity. It is possible that some bigger institutions were playing around the Bitcoin ETF so much that they're indeed just selling off really hard right now, purely in anticipation of the Bitcoin ETFs. Second of all, what is possible is that people are just playing around it. They're creating fear to shake you out. Third of all, what somebody just said right there, it's Nancy Pelosi taking profit. I don't want to say that that's what's happening, but it is, it is possible that indeed that's ultimately what's going on. Some interesting person in Congress selling off all the crypto. What if it's Gary Gensler's brother? Oh, guys. Yep. If you do not know, let me show you. Let me show you. Did you know that Gary Gensler has a twin brother? You see? I'm not sure of which of the two this is. I'm thinking this is not Gary. I think this is the other one. However, I'm not sure how much they look alike, but they're twins. Since this guy, looks like him, but might not be him. I don't know if this is his twin brother or not. I mean, yeah, I don't know, actually. It's hard. We don't know if they're, I don't know the English word for it. The twins that are the same, basically. What's the English word for that? I don't know the English word for twins. This is the non-lizard Gensler. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I will ask again, and I don't like asking, but, at the end of the day, we're trying to help more and more crypto people. And I want you guys to understand, the more likes we have, I think the more these videos reach different people, which is why I always tell you, if you press that like button, it's always appreciated, Identical, there we go. But just pressing the like button, it doesn't give me money or anything like that. Don't worry about that. You're not doing anything except for just helping the video perform slightly better, I think. Perhaps it's not even true. Perhaps it's only in the back of my head. But, just if you want to be nice about it, that's the only thing you can do, I think. So I always appreciate when everybody does that. And just a quick little point I'll give. I have prepared a couple of videos. One that's coming up, and I already recorded it, is one about airdrops. Because I think, and I really want to scream on my phone here on my camera. I think, everybody watching right now, if you don't have a significant amount of capital yet, I think I can teach everybody how to make at least this year, at least $20,000 on the side. And this might sound strange to some, this might sound like no money to others. But I'm telling you right now, I've been in this crypto market for so long. And I see it from both sides. Most people that you watch videos from, if you do, don't see it from both sides because they're either only a creator or they're only an investor, in which case they won't make the videos. As I said before, our main occupation is investments. We have a VC firm. The only thing we do is place money into different projects. But on the opposite side, I make videos for you guys every single day and I research every single day. But we also have research. The thing is, I understand both sides so well. What I'll tell you is airdrops are one of the easiest ways to make crazy amounts of money in crypto once you get the drift of it. It's not guaranteed which ones will work. It's not guaranteed how you're eligible. What is guaranteed, though, is that some will happen. And if you're playing the game smart, you'll catch some money left and right. And so I'm making a video. I've made it already. It's just not posted yet. About some easy ways in which you can probably be eligible for a couple of airdrops. And this might only make you a few $1,000s over the next year or so. But it's worth doing, as it doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is lock up like $200, $300 in different places. But it's just worth the money in the sense that you're just holding some specific crypto coin somewhere and all of a sudden you might be eligible for airdrops. I'll make it, at least I made the video. I'm posting it later today. So I always recommend you guys to put the notification bell on, because all I'm thinking about all day, guys, is what can I help people with in terms of their crypto knowledge? Like, there are certain things that I think everybody should know that a lot of people just still don't know. How to get airdrops, how to make sure you're ready for them, which coins to buy. To me, it's so obvious which sectors are going to blow up, which is why I make videos about it. Because I speak to exchanges every single day. I know what they're looking at. I know what they're listening at. I speak to the investors every single day. I know what I'm looking for when placing investments. So I know what's about to do well. I don't make these videos as a joke or just for fun. It's the truth what I'm telling you, because the things I talk about, they will do well. Not financial advice. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart here. If we're not doing well this season, then I'd have to delete my channel. That's all I can do, because then I was just the most stupid ass motherfucker in the world. But I know we're going to be right, which is the point. Yeah, that's the thing though. As I said, our investments are going to do well, and I don't know for yours, but I know ours are. That's the only thing I want to quickly make sure here you guys understand. It's not hard in a bull market. In a bear market, you're going to have to put a lot of freaking brain power in to do well. But in a bull market, it's hard to lose, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. All right, that's all I'll say. Horatio says, 2 days ago, I placed a bid that will drop Bitcoin to $39,200. Wait for it. Yeah, I mean, there is speculation that the Bitcoin ETFs are going to be denied and that $36,000 is coming in. Could be interesting, actually. Okay, let's do a poll here. How many of you guys think that Bitcoin is going to go up from here, and how many of you guys think it's going to go down from right now? Let's see the chat, and let's see what you guys are thinking. From right now. So I want to see some predictions. Do you think Bitcoin will go up or down from right here? And Bitcoin includes the whole of the crypto market, not just one specific, Bitcoin or crypto. Let's see, actually. How do I put in a poll? I spelled that wrong on purpose, by the way. Let's see what you guys are thinking. The poll is in. Let's see. And the conclusion thus far is about, 2/3 think we're going up. Hey, my brother Satoshi Stacker's in the chat. What's up, brother? He's one of my biggest fans. I love him. Up. All right. Japanese exchanges still working. I'm buying. Yeah, actually, does anybody have any issues with any exchanges? Because what we're seeing very often is in times like this, when the entirety of the crypto market is moving so much. And I remember this, guys. Remember a few months ago. First of all, when the XRP lawsuit was over, but also when there was a massive move in crypto prices. Do you guys remember that all of a sudden Binance, I think KuCoin, Coinbase, were all having issues at the same time? I remember that, everybody. I remember that. Which one of you remembers that those exchanges were having issues when crypto prices moved a lot? Do you guys remember that? Yeah, especially I think people in the US had some issues. I think something is keeping that in the back of my head. Bybit was super laggy transferring funds. One of the only exchanges I personally use all the time is Bybit. I don't think I've ever had issues with them, and their office is literally around the corner here. So, personally, that's my favorite. I'm just saying. People say, Binance, some of my friends took the money off. Bybit I always use. Just want to say. Bitfavo had issues. Interesting, right? I see one guy on Dutch TikTok. He's always talking bad about Bitfavo, which is funny. And no, a Bitcoin ETF did not get rejected, ladies and gentlemen. We did not get any news. There's speculation, right? There's speculation about miners selling. We just looked at it. It's not out of proportion. Nothing too crazy going on. So that's not it. We got speculation that Jim Cramer was right again, which I guess turned out to be correct. So that's now actually fact. That's not actually canon. Jim Cramer said that we were going up and that Bitcoin is here to stay, and things crashed pretty quickly. We got ourselves the FOMC minutes later today, which is extremely important, as you guys know. We have ourselves BlackRock buying $10 million worth of Bitcoin a day, and so perhaps they're just crashing prices to make sure they can buy cheaper. We had some extremely good days for Grayscale here, which is maybe just profit-taking season right now after all those good days. It's very much possible. We had ourselves Let's quickly look back at it. We had ourselves Grayscale filing yet another Bitcoin ETF application. In the wake of that, we saw some parties state that because of all these changes and because of all the paperwork, a Bitcoin spot ETF cannot be approved just quite yet because it's too much work for so short of a time. There was the very negative news, which partially is speculatory, partially is fact, that Michael Saylor was selling off $220 million worth of his own company shares, which at the end of the day mean he is bearish on Bitcoin or just wants to retire or whatever. Because why would you sell $220 million worth of MicroStrategy stock when ultimately that is Bitcoin? Well, some argument to be made is that he's extremely wealthy, but only on paper, and he just wants to cash out some money. Now that there's a lot of liquidity and there's a lot of demand for it, and he might want to do so before all those ETFs come, as theoretically speaking, the demand for MicroStrategy stock might lower. And so perhaps he's actually just using this money to buy Bitcoin, which is possible. That just because MicroStrategy stock won't do as well as before, it doesn't mean Bitcoin won't do as well. We don't know. Perhaps he's just actually making another company or whatever. We don't know what he's doing with these funds. Yeah, because he did buy more Bitcoin just now, and he keeps buying more Bitcoin. So it could be that he's just using this money to buy more Bitcoin. We don't actually know. There was an article that people to NAS legit stating ETF being delayed. Rami says, if BlackRock is buying today, it explains the dump. They will get the price down before buying. That honestly does make a whole lot of sense. I'm going to be honest with you that out of all theories, that is one of the most logical ones out there. That it is indeed BlackRock causing this all to happen. I mean, BlackRock is not your friend. We said, oh, wait a minute. We got ourselves a donation, I see. Mass Crypto says, I'm broke. No more to put in. Well, great video, bro. That is, I like that. That is funny. Are you, wait, some people are not buying the crypto dip anymore because they're broke. They're out of money. Oh no. Let's quickly see. Isn't it funny that this all happens on Bitcoin's 15th birthday? Is the Bitcoin birthday right now? Let's see real quick. India banning crypto exchanges has nothing to do with the price going down lower though. When is Bitcoin's 15th anniversary? Hey, wait a minute. You just saw Stoichstecker in the chat. He just got mentioned in this article. That's pretty funny. I'm not sure if he's still watching. When is the Bitcoin anniversary? Is it today? Huh. $2024 may be a year of meme coins as this pre-sale cruises past $2 million. Inflows to crypto funds are up big. That is actually true. Crypto adjacent stocks outperforming all their TradFi counterparts as the Bitcoin spot ETFs is just days away. Again, perhaps it's just the fact that there's too much anticipation of Bitcoin spot ETFs that's causing things to go for a ruckus. I still just believe it's one or two firms making a massive move because they knew all that liquidity would mean some easy trades. I don't think it has to do anything with the inflation rate numbers coming out later this week. That does not make sense, or actually next week. But $640 million ain't nothing. It's the biggest event we've seen. Yeah, it's the biggest event we've seen all year. Wow, guys, this is the biggest crypto move all year. Wow. Yeah, the year has actually only been going on for about 3 days or so, but it's the biggest event. Holy smokes. No jokes. It is the biggest event of the last month at least. We've actually encompassed the moves from 11th of December as well. It is a pretty big move. But as I stated already on the channels, on Dusty Trades and this channel, at the end of the day, guys, what you're seeing today, we have got 7 days of this left, or 6 days at least. Every single day here, you might wake up and see your portfolio, ladies and gentlemen. You might wake up tomorrow and see your portfolio down another 15%. And I told you guys, did I just expose my blanket? Did I just do that? I just did that, huh? Yes, it's pink. Or white. Maybe it's actually, I think it's actually white. But it's lighting that's making it pink. It's good. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, before. Hey. I mean, What's the? Wait a minute. You know, I don't wear pants during these videos. No, just kidding. I'm wearing pants, of course. I am, of course. And no. All jokes aside. Woo. Woo. Wait a minute. I got sidetracked a little bit. So I told you guys, I think the last few days, you have to be prepared for massive moves in your portfolio. I think it was the video yesterday or the one we made the day before where I talked about what you need to have in order to make crazy amounts of money in crypto. I think it was yesterday. And I can tell you this from experience that you can make crazy amount of money extremely fast. But the reason I made a video yesterday saying we're all doomed, right? Partially is just for fun because of Kramer, but also partially because now that you've joined this crypto market, your sleep is going to be not as good as it used to be, but also from the perspective that right now, all of a sudden, you're opening yourself up to massive moves and swings in your portfolio. I've said it before. You know, guys like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, people always say, oh, they are so rich, because they have such a huge company. It's so easy. You know, the hardest part is not growing your company to that size. It's allowing your money to fluctuate so much for such long amounts of time. Let me explain. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, let's say you got yourself $40 million. To a lot of people, that's a lot of money. I understand. It is a good chunk of money. Well, to Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, it's almost nothing, right? But it wasn't always the case. At some point, you're going to see crazy astronomical numbers. And for them, it was also a lot. At some point, $10 million was a lot to Elon Musk. Understand this. Understand this carefully. At some point, they're going to, or they had to, keep holding on, keep continuing on, and not sell it. You guys understand what I mean with that? They had to continue on and be like, you know what, $10 million, it ain't enough. I'm going to invest it again, or I'm going to not cash out and go on. And I always relate that back to crypto by saying, if you see your portfolio and you see some gains, I always say you can cash out. That's not a bad thing. If you're happy with the profits, cash out, sure. But then what? Because you're going to have to find the next investment vehicle to make the gains. By the way, the crypto market's recovering a little bit again. XRP, we just bought XRP. We're up a little bit, actually. That's kind of funny. If you're wondering, yes, I opened a lot of trades just now. And my eGold is up. Let's see here. My eGLD is up 7.5%. Now you guys can see perfectly, but it's up 7.5% in a little time span here since we just opened the trade. So that is pretty nice. Woo! We're making profit, everybody. All my trades are doing pretty well. Oh, we're up 11% now. It's pumping. 11.5% up. You guys can't see perfectly, but it's doing juicy. Okay. That's nice. That is nice. 15% up. Woo, we're bumping. Ah! Oh, 14%. Okay. All I wanted to say is, right now, you have to mentally prepare for really. Oh, I should also buy some Solana, I guess. Just quickly opening up some more trades. You should mentally prepare for massive moves in your portfolio. Because if you can't handle it, yeah, it's sad, man. It really is sad. Because you're going to miss out on a lot by being overly twitchy and too quick with your moves. And I know I've said that many times, but I have to keep saying it because a lot of people still don't fully understand when I say that. What I say is, I know from firsthand experience that it's not that easy to keep holding on when you've got tons of money all of a sudden. Let's say you go from a humble beginning, $10,000 in. All of a sudden you see $400,000. It's a lot. Don't get it twisted. It's still 40x. It's amazing. But I don't want to go for gambler mentality of you're just an inch away from your biggest win. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I am saying is that to really make those crazy amount of gains, to get to $400,000, you most likely see your money go from $10,000 to $4,000 first because your timing, it's just almost never perfect. It really isn't. And so some people cash out at $4,000 and think, I'm going to take my loss, I'm going to move on. But we are real gamblers. No, I'm just joking about that. But realistically, you're going to have to be able to hit through those. You're going to have to be able to sit through and, yeah, accept that it ain't going to be easy. But inevitably, it'll be worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, as I said, I am not your financial advisor, but I am buying the dip on everything, and specifically coins that are down a lot. I'm just buying right now, hoping that right now is going to be a pullback towards the upside again. Right, this was the pullback. This is a little bull, I guess a little bull trap of sorts, or bear trap, I should say. A little bear trap of sorts. Johnny says, just long being liquidated. That's why the drop in a few minutes, and that's why it's picking up in minutes. Yeah, it is a lot of longs being liquidated, ladies and gentlemen. It is a lot. It is $640 million worth of positions and $570 million worth of longs. That is a significant amount of money. Very, very, very significant, obviously. Shamoon says, what do you think about ALF? First DEX recently launched. I'm excited about it being early. Thoughts? Let me see if I know that one. 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗻? What do you mean? Wait, what did you just say? First DEX? Oh, you're just saying, oh, ALF blockchain, the first DEX recently launched. No, I don't know about this project, guys. I don't hold any. The Ultima was 2 years ago, huh? Proof of work. Interesting. No, I don't have it. I don't have it. I've never seen it come by even. Any other projects I should be looking into? Right now I have time. Markets are down. I'm buying everything. And I'm looking for new gems that are undervalued at this point. So if you guys can, please do let me know. Because right now I've got some time to look into them. And right now I always say, right now is the best time to be buying coins when they're down a lot. That's always my thought process. So I don't be looking for coins when they're up a ton, but when they're down, obviously. But then again, it has two parts to it. I'm just looking through your project right now, by the way. That looks pretty solid. It just, marketing-wise, doesn't look amazing yet, but I might get there. Some people I know are following it, and some of my good investor friends are following it too. Yeah, there's potential for that. It's looking like a project that does advertisements, though. That's not bad either. Anyway, that's besides the point. Thank you for the recommendation of making me look into it. I'll consider. I'll look in. But I said before, there's two main strategies to investing. Your value investing and your momentum investing. Value investing being you invested projects which are undervalued or at a really good spot relative to the market. This could be sometimes, for example, XRP in a spot where most other coins have already gone up a ton, but it's just not done it yet. And the opposite side is momentum investing. You look for areas, sectors, or coins that are doing well, and you get into those because they're doing well. It's as simple as that. So, for example, areas like the BRC ecosystem, and then not specifically BRC20, but for example, BRC100 or some other parts about it that are already doing really well. Just somebody says nothing is pumping. Well, I mean, that is relative, my friend, because in actuality of things, a lot of coins are pumping a lot. This is a 15-minute chart here, for example. And if you are, really, I didn't show it. If you're really on it and you're just buying the dip, as I always say, you're up. This is on XRP. What in the world just happened to XRP? Ladies and gentlemen, none of you told me this. It went down 25%. Oh, sorry. It went down what? Wait, what? It went down 30% in an hour. No way. What? What? Wow. Whoa. I might have never seen something that crazy on a coin so high up. It went down 21% in an hour. What? That is crazy. 21. Who didn't buy this dip? What? Why didn't you guys tell me to look into it? Every single one of you banned from the chat. No, okay. Some of you got James literally typed XRP dump on the stream. Oh no. No, I didn't notice. Oh, I was too infatuated with other cryptos. This was the easiest money of my life and I missed it. Oh no. Oh. This would have been the easiest trade of a lifetime. If I saw it was down 22% in an hour, I would have sold my. I can't say my friends anymore. I think we're not in the 1800s. Damn. Oh, it's up 12% over the last hour or two. Oh, this would have been so easy. This would have been the easiest money of a lifetime. My friends. Oh, damn. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I messed up a bit. This could have been the easiest trade of a lifetime. But this shows you, whenever there's massive liquidation events like this, always just buy the dip. Because even if you dip down lower, it's a very easy opportunity most of the time. And again, even if you bought like once, for example, right here, because the price went down a lot, twice, third time, and then you were looking for a fourth entry, your average price is still going to be right here, for example, if you're consecutively buying with higher amounts. So let's say your average price is roughly 52 cents or so. You would have still relatively been up at this point. Let's quickly see. You still could have been up like 8-9% or so. With some leverage, that could have been wild. Oh, that could have been a juicy trade. That could have been a juicy trade. Then again, like somebody's saying right now, it could actually be that you continue on towards the downside for a bit more. That's just a little bull trap of sorts. That right now, because of all the ETFs, we're going to be seeing some slight downside. I mean, as I say, all I do is just buy dips. But this point right here, in theory, is not a good dip to buy because you just had yourself a 12% lower point to buy at. And so some people will always argue that it's actually better to now wait before a decision is made with either a pullback towards the upside before getting back in or for getting back towards lower prices. Because right now you're like in the middle where it could literally go any side. You don't know for sure. No, we don't need a 1 minute interval. Let's just stick with 15. And people that are asking, is another dump coming? I mean, it's definitely possible. But that is interesting on XRP. That is a massive crash. How much did Bitcoin do? Let's see. This is on BitGet. Wow, that is actually one of the most insane moves I've seen, like potentially like ever. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Let me just quickly tweet that out. That is interesting. I'm not sure if it's 1 hour actually. Wait, let me see. 3 hours. I was like, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Wow, what a flash crash, guys. Okay, which is the craziest coins you guys have seen? Somebody says Quant. What's the craziest coin we're looking into? She's dumping. We're dumping more? I mean, the price is not really doing too much right now. Say. What? Wait, what? What's going on? What is this? Why is this coin went? Holy smoke! This is one of the. This is ladies and gentlemen, we're in the bull market, guys. This is what you see in a bull market. Say is up 50% over the last couple of hours. What in the world? Oh, I love this. What in the world is this? Oh, you can't. Oh, you guys might even not even be able to see. Holy smokes, what in the world is this type of garbage? This is so funny to me. It's up. Oh no. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Somebody says, wait, I'm confused. He didn't know XRP went down. Why are we here? So I personally did not realize that the XRP price went down on some exchanges 30% in 1 hour. I knew it was down, I thought roughly 12%, but I didn't know it was actually 20 something. So that was a way heavier move than anticipated. We understand multiple reasons as to why prices could have come down, which all reside within Bitcoin, the Bitcoin spot ETFs, Jim Cramer, etc. I don't at least think it had anything to do with XRP specifically. But if you're asking, well, did this man not notice things were going down? Then I don't know what video you're watching or what stream you're watching. Because we did obviously notice things were going down. I just misjudged by how far. Just like I misjudged just how much 𝗓 was moving as the price is up 50% within a few hours, which once more is very much above expectation. Let's quickly see. It is up. It's up 50% in 1 hour. That might be the craziest move that I have seen in crypto in a very long time. To go up 50% in 1 hour on such a massive coin, that is nearly, this is like TRB type of behavior from last week, or this week even. This is by far one of the craziest moves I've ever seen in crypto, guys. It literally is. And this is another reason why people have to, at least why I always say, you just buy the dip religiously and it will work out inevitably over time. This is bull market behavior. You might say this is bear market. Slap yourself in the face for that. This is what you only see in bull markets. A dip gets bought up so hard that it's up 50% in 1 hour. Holy smokes. Damn. That is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my days. Oh, by the way, did I tell you I bought the Solana phone? Did I tell you guys about that? And I made a video about it, but I didn't release it because I thought it was a garbage video. But I made a video. It's like 20 minutes long. I bought the Saga Solana phone. And there's like $500 worth of bonk on it that I got for free. And the phone, I don't know. It was, I think, $700 or something like that. Ripple dumped $300 million worth of XRP today. You sure? How would you know, though? Did they send 300 million XRP? Who cares? About Ripple or about the phone? With the phone, the interesting part about it is that the phone costs some money, but that you get such a huge amount of bonk back on it. That is interesting to me. And obviously, it's the first crypto phone I've ever bought. So it's kind of funny, I think. ENS, you say. Okay, let's see. What is that? That is a god candle if I've ever seen one. Holy wait, what? Wow. Sorry, I'm fascinated. Wow. That is massive. 65%. Holy smokes. And by the way, so here's what one of my friends just said. BlackRock Bitcoin game plan. BlackRock publishes a report that the SEC rejects the ETFs. So BlackRock themselves, as insiders, say, hey, SEC is going to reject these ETFs. So the retail investors sell all their Bitcoin, like you and I, because we're scared. Then BlackRock buys, because today they're buying $10 million worth at least, buys the cheaper Bitcoin. The ETF launches successfully like anticipated, and then Bitcoin trades higher than ever before. This is the shakeout, is what a lot of people are expecting. And it does make sense for that to be the case, of just making you afraid. And you should see this in that sense as a gift. Them giving you a cheaper price before all the good times. And at the end of the day, I'm pretty happy prices are coming down so hard. How is it? I want to dump iPhone. I can't say it's that good because it's like a matter of why would you buy this phone over like a $100, like what do I have? I bought a 𝗕𝗓𝗪 as well a little bit ago just for having Android and things. I have some Androids. I have mostly iPhones. Just quickly see. I always buy, but I also have different older phones. I try a lot of different phones all the time. This is like the older generation iPhones, which by the way exploded. Little fun fact. Not sure if you guys can see that. You see, it just all of a sudden exploded itself, which was an interesting thing. Look at that beautiful camera, man. Oh, look at shiny. Damn. But I can tell you from having, I think, like 60 phones or something, that it's not special at all. So I wouldn't recommend it. You're getting silly. Who cares about USA? The USA is extremely important. Like BlackRock and them, they're extremely important for crypto prices. We should actually take a look at something else, actually. There's interesting. You guys are reminding me. Where can we find the kimchi premium? If you do not know, the kimchi premium is how much more the prices are trading at in Korea. But I don't know where we can see the premium itself. I guess perhaps we can just take a look at, okay, wait, let's actually go to CoinMarketCap. I'm thinking we could do it like this. Go and see, if we go to markets right here, see what prices are trading at on different exchanges. But the problem is we're going to see some of the two bigger ones. Let's see if we can find only sexes and I guess only BTC. There's no USDT. Okay. Okay, this is really annoying that we cannot filter this with only USDT. Or Korean won, I should say. Let's go ahead to go to Bithumb or something. And just see for ourselves what you're trading at. Okay, any of you guys speak Korean? And if you guys know what we're looking at right now. Oh, here we go. Yeah, how much is this? I was in Korea 2 months ago, but I forgot how the currency works again. It is trading at about 44,000 US dollars, this price right here. 57 million won. This is $44,000 that Bitcoin is trading at right now as we speak. And so slightly before that, it was trading at 61 million won. Let's just do 61 million, which is about 47,000. $46,500. So it's interesting to see how much the kimchi premium is still, right? And how much higher it is trading at right now. It went as low on Bithumb at least to 55 million, which is only $42,000. Whereas on all these other exchanges, it went down to $40,000. So it's still having a nice 5% premium of sorts over in Korea. That is quite interesting, actually. Grant says the Kramer curse continues. I know I should have sold yesterday and bought back later. He never fails. It is interesting that he does indeed never fail. This man is one of the most interesting characters in the game. He is actually so good at predicting the exact wrong thing that he deserves some sort of award, I'd say. it is really peculiar just how accurate he is negatively. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we just got breaking news. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Everybody press those like buttons. Let's get to the breaking news. We just got ourselves some breaking news. Breaking news. I'm grabbing it in front of you. I have it in front of my phone, but let me grab it here. Ladies and gentlemen, press that like button. Let's go. Senior Bloomberg analysts say we've actually heard nothing but to indicate anything but approval for Bitcoin spot ETFs. It really feels as if this news is all just FUD, trying to shake you out. It is not approved. No. But they're lying to you probably, right? They're lying to you. They're just trying to make you scared. Let me retweet this as well if I can. I'll just post like this. You see? These guys, they're sneaky with it. They're very sneaky with it. Damn. You see? Isn't that funny? All they want is for you to sell it. They just quickly tweeting this out. Nothing changed at the end of the day. It's just one specific article that's all of a sudden fearful from 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗧𝗧 that's making everybody react so panicky. Nothing happened, man. If you're not buying this dip, then what are you doing? Why not? It's worth the risk, in my opinion. That's what I always say. It's worth the risk. Let's see here. This is what Julian says. Bitcoin price right now is in a death match between one 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗧𝗧 analyst versus two Bloomberg analysts, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 and 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗀. Nothing else matters right now, but that's literally what's causing crypto prices to move. 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗧𝗧, who have been extremely accurate, saying it's going to be denied, and Bloomberg analysts saying it's going to be approved. And it's just up to you who you're going to believe. One of them two is going to be right, and one of them is going to get the credits forever from now forward. But this is literally the easiest market manipulation in the world. Harry Styles says, well, XRP fake ETF happened before. So XRP ETFs are coming up afterwards. And there's nothing, I'd say fake here, but it is just fear over nearly nothing. Let's see here, though. Well, nothing happened, actually, just USA liquidation, not only USA. No. Just like when the fake ETF of us approved from Cointelegraph, never forget, article came out a little while back, pumped the market pretty quick. That's why right now we expect as well that the market is going to move significantly if we do see an approval or denial. Hey, let's see. Update. Bitcoin price dumped 9% in 1 hour on the basis of a report by 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗧𝗧, predicting that SEC was going to reject all Bitcoin ETF applications. Their justification? Politics. 5 voting commissioners are Democrats. Democrats don't like crypto. Applicants haven't satisfied the SEC's requirements. There is not political justification to approve a Bitcoin ETF. I spoke to Bloomberg's ETF strategist, 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, at length, and together with his senior colleague, 𝗕𝗓𝗂𝗂, they give a 90+% chance of approval due to a number of factors, especially the SEC's significant change in behavior by way of engaging with applicants and providing them with guidance on updating their applications. We've seen 6 BlackRock meetings in the last 2 weeks. We've seen Grayscale file a change to their application just 2 days ago, I think. So that is really interesting. This is different than when it comes to crypto projects where the SEC just denies everything and they're just like, let's never talk. Even when Coinbase asked them to sit down and make rules, they said no. But when it comes to Bitcoin spot ETFs, they're saying yeah. My interview with James is really worth listening to because we cover this from the outset and James lays it out quite clearly. It's worth noting James and Eric called Grayscale's victory in advance and have been accurate all the way along so far. There are several key reasons as to why a Bitcoin ETF is more likely to be approved this time compared to previous attempts. First of all, Grayscale's legal victory. Just give me a little second. Grayscale winning its court case against the SEC has significantly shifted the landscape. Can we all see it like this? Yes, we can. This court decision has been a major catalyst in increasing the likelihood of ETF approvals. Number two, the SEC's increased engagement with issuers. The SEC's proactive discussions and meetings with the SEC issuers suggest a more collaborative and open approach towards resolving outstanding issues and concerns related to Bitcoin ETFs. Third of all, addressing the SEC's concerns. Issuers have gradually addressed the SEC's concerns, ticking off many of the SEC's checklists of requirements for approval, such as cash creates only, which was why BlackRock had to refile a couple of times. 4, market evolution and maturity. The Bitcoin market has significantly evolved and matured over the last few years, with better infrastructure, increased institutional participation, and more robust regulatory frameworks. That one is debatable, but sure. 5, improved market surveillance and compliance. Advances in market surveillance and compliance mechanisms have made it easier to address the SEC's concerns regarding market manipulation and fraud, and there's increased institutional interest. Growing interest from established financial institutions in Bitcoin has likely played a role in pushing for regulatory clarity and ETF approvals. I'll say this. One thing I don't think many people are talking about is what I think is the fact that Binance got taken down. The fact that Binance got slapped in the face, I think has to do with this as well. Before, Binance was such a market leader, but since they were fine in the US, etc., I kind of feel as if that might also have added to the SEC now being able to say yes to all this. At least I'm thinking about it. I think that might also cause this. Binance not taken out in the world? No. We're talking about Binance having such a massive fine and being taken away from being #1 leader by far to being the #1 leader, period. They're not the #1 leader by far anymore, especially not in terms of faith. I still think Binance is by far the most used and most known crypto exchange, but at least they took them down like 7 notches. Binance is still fine in my opinion. They're still doing nice. But the SEC did give them a nice little push. They got the CEO locked in the US, not locked up, but locked as in he can't leave the country, slapped with like a $3 billion fine. I don't know. Anyway, the basis of everything that I've just said is we're buying the dip. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if we go down lower, we'll buy it again. We're in a bull market. Worst case, like we said, I think we're going to see $33,000 if all push comes to shove and things do bad. But even then, I'm just buying the dip, not financial advice. That's just what we're doing because I think that's smart, and that's why I'm saying it on this channel. But it needs just a battle between Bloomberg's strategist and Matrix Port. Shameless says I can't afford to buy a dipped coin from Dairy Queen. Korea says Binance is 16 bill volume to Coinbase is 2.2 bill. Just saying. As I said, Binance is still doing amazing. It's not like Binance is dying out anytime soon, I think. I'm just saying, for the SEC's perspective, them putting so much pressure on it might actually help to get it approved because it's less of a leader, at least from politics side. Maybe not from volume side. Dusty, what do you think about Bonk for the next 3 days? I still have some Bonk, but I think it's kind of garbage, to be honest. Because I'd rather just buy a new meme coin that's launching for more gains than buying some old meme coin. Because I just believe there's more potential in those. But hey, that's just my opinion. And by the way, I'll remind everybody again. Later today, I'll be launching a airdrop video. And if you guys want another video of which coins I'm buying right now, just let me know in the comment section down below and I'll get to it. There's so many coins that I'm buying right now that I think will make you massive amounts of profit. But I need to see those likes go up a lot. Why? Sorry. I need to see you guys have the... Sorry, guys. I'm seeing a deal. All right. I'm saying we're buying the dip. I don't. I keep saying I don't care, but at the end of the day, we're talking about a relatively minimal correction possibility with relatively high upside potential, and probability-wise, it just, in my opinion, is the best point to buy. So for me, it's really a no-brainer, and I don't want to say I don't care about anything. It's more a matter of we calculate the probabilities, and this is the best choice of action. So I don't care in that sense about seeing negative numbers on my screen for a little bit, knowing what we're in it for. And Bonk, yeah, I mean, I still have some. I still buy meme coins almost every day because it's still pretty easy to make money on those. But I don't think it's the smartest decision to buy established meme coins. That's more for people that don't know anything about crypto and they're just getting in. If you know a lot about crypto, I think the best thing is just to basically buy things that are just freshly launching. Because at least there's a potential for like 10x, 20x, or 5x in like a very quick amount of time. How bullish are we on Cosmos and Fetch AI? Extremely bullish on Cosmos and everything related like Fetch. Nice. I am nice. And I always think it's worth staking at least $100 worth of Atom. $100 worth of all those, actually. All those Cosmos type of crypto. I always think it's smart to do that. Where to set stop loss on Bitcoin? I don't have a stop loss. I actually have cross long positions even. I'm just going down all the way. Way down we go. Will it dump again? Well, it's less likely for it to do so. It's more likely that we're going to see some sort of pump, some sort of relief rally before potentially dumping even further. Because obviously right now we're in one of the most volatile times. And honest truth be told, in this very short amount of time, anything can happen. What a crazy move, guys. Wow. Bitcoin is actually coming back down even further. Oh, I'm about to. Guys. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to look at my trading account. I think I might have just had one of the most beautiful entries of a lifetime. I want to stop streaming. These white lines here are all the points I told you to buy Bitcoin at. Oh, wow, that is beautiful. Just check back on this trade channel. Just check back. Just do your research here. Check back on this video right here. Look at the freaking lines. I didn't touch it. Oh, that is amazing. Congratulations to everybody. If you've been watching the channel religiously, you would have just bought Bitcoin at 40.7-ish or $40,600. Oh, that is amazing. And now the only caveat is if you had your open at exactly the level instead of, like I always say, slightly above it, you might have not gotten filled. And potentially the amount of volume at those levels was low, where you did not actually get much of your position filled. It's possible. For example, previous time we wanted to open up, I think, a 400K trade, and we only got, I think, like 7K filled. One of my friends also had the same trade. He's also a YouTuber. You might know him, which is pretty sad. But I have to look at that in a second. I'm going to look at that later. That's amazing. Right now, again, we're getting into dip buying territory. Right now as we speak, we're getting back into dip buying territory. This is where I always buy Bitcoin prices at to hopefully catch my wave back up. And we said before, all these prices is pretty juicy to buy Bitcoin at. But I talk about this on Dusty Trades. And I don't have the chart open, but we basically said from 37,000 all the way towards 33, we might be actually looking for some shorts until we recover back. Oh, that is nice, though. That is nice. That is juicy. Wow. That is beautiful. Anyway, why do you wear a sports coat? Is this a sports coat? I don't know. What do you mean a sports coat? Let's see. Are we done with meme coins? I think it's a great time to scoop up something like 𝗕𝗓. Not sure. Dusty, what do you think about FTT? FTT could do well. I mean, if FTX relaunches, there's a pretty good potential in it. And so it's actually not, it's pretty much worth holding some. XRP, by the way, on a very short term, is building up a nice little bullish structure. What a bullish structure is in this case, you're seeing the price go like this. So that is pretty nice to see. It's picking back up the steam. And so whatever we're looking out for on XRP, by the way, is I'd say as a baseline, it's basically 55.4 cents. Once we get lower, we're going to have to look out again slightly. That's what we're looking out for. If it gets to those levels, I'm buying again significantly. But that will basically signify whether or not this is on the very short term, we break the double bottom, right? We saw our bottom right here. Will be a second bottom. And if we break through, could easily be another pretty significant move down. But if we hold, could be juicy. 𝗓𝗓𝗀, yeah, we covered that news just now. The Bloomberg news. What about Injective or Beam? I'm pretty bullish on both. I have some Beam. We talked about it a little while back about why we're buying Beam, because it's a pretty massive ecosystem and it's juicy. Injective, I think the price is being manipulated a lot, and right now is not the best time to buy, but I do believe they will still continue to do well over the next couple of months and years. But we were selling, actually, I think $42 or something like that. Okay, Joe says basically suit jacket without full suit. Sports coat, ether, then a beer jacket. Okay. I didn't know that. No, I just buy it because I like it. I don't know. I have full suits as well, but usually I end up wearing only the coat. Kishan says, everybody be safe and buy XRP. I gotta go to work now. Good luck, brother. Does Dusty have any Ripple stock? Of course I gotta have Ripple stock. What are you talking about? Of course I have Ripple stock. Why would I not have Ripple stock? Suit jacket with boxers. Hey, you understand, my brother. You're a real one. BNB has not had a good run yet. The thing is, BNB is a little bit, there's more pressure on BNB now because of all the negativity with regards to the Binance lawsuit. You know, I'm actually indeed collecting a lot of jackets. You guys are joking about it, but I am collecting a lot of them. And Eric says this is finally the correction we've all been waiting for. Indeed, if you were annoyed at these crazy high crypto prices, today's a nice point to buy. And even right now, like, you might be afraid that we're going to dip further. I will tell you right now at the end, this is the last I'll say. I still think it's worth buying the dip. That's all I'll say at the end of this stream here. And the last thing, people are still salty about the blanket. The last thing I'll say is, I'm buying the dip. They're trying to shake you out. It's still very likely the Bitcoin ETF is going to be approved. Expect volatility of the next couple of days. If you want to get more about trades, watch Dusty Trades. It's my second channel, talking only about trades, the trades we're taking, the levels we're buying at. Watch that right now. It's just what I recommend personally. Not financial advice, but it's what I recommend. And last but not least, if you want to get more guides on airdrops, how I think everybody can make at least $20,000 this year. But personally, I think you can make tons of money. But anyway, watch this channel like a maniac. And I know it sounds crazy, right? But I'm telling you, I have so much knowledge to share. And all I need is people just watching the videos properly and researching what I say. It sounds cocky, I know, but it's the truth. If you do so, though, I do think it will really work out for a lot of you guys. This is if you don't know what you're doing. If you do know what you're doing, please, by all means, go on your own journey and just watch it for the news. But with regards to investment strategies, I've told so much of my family, so much of my friends, I tell them, right now is a bad time for the market, so buy every day. And some of them did, some of them don't. And they come back and say, you should have told me to buy every day. I told you. I tell you, I buy every day. Why don't you buy every day? Because any person who watch my channel for a bit cannot be down right now in their crypto portfolio. It's hard. It really is. And as the market progresses, it's going to be so hard to lose money. So if you just stick around, it's going to be easy. Virginia, there we go. I thought, oh, never mind. Dusty, you wear a suit jacket. Dusty, you wear a suit jacket because you are about business. Perhaps that's the case. Love your channel. Been subscribed for years. I'm still up on my crypto bag because of you. That's nice to hear, my friend. At the end of the day, it's all because of yourself. Don't get it twisted. All I can do is give you some tips where we look at, but the investment decision is all yours, and obviously that is the hardest part. All I can do is help you on your journey to find the right places to look at, like, for example, the airdrop guide coming out soon. Matter of fact, I'm dropping like 3 or 4 guides. The video that's dropping really soon is a tutorial, or I guess a guideline of where to look into. That is a precursor to the videos coming out soon about the exact guides for what to do to get these airdrops, which people are going to eat that up, I think. Right now, though, I'll be making a video about my top coins and about which coins I'm buying. If you guys are interested in that, make sure you put that notification bell on, because the moment it drops, if you're too late, you're too late. You know, there's no more profit to be gotten. I made a video really recently about, what was it now? I think stacks and whatnot, stacks and 𝗬𝗧, and the next couple of days they were up like 60%. It's going to happen time and time again. I told you guys I'm gambling all my USDT on Solana, and the price went up like, what, 80% over the next 2 weeks? Matter of fact, funny enough, I was down a lot on my Solana at first. I bought it at was it $75? $65? I don't remember. I had a little bet with my with one of my family members, and it's kind of funny that I was so wrong the first couple of days, and I was like, too bad. Right? I made a gamble, I lost, and then the next couple of days we did so well, which is really funny. New York Stock Exchange opens in 5 minutes. Cool. We're all about Bitcoin. We're all about making that money in crypto, and I think it's going to be amazing. So hopefully you guys stick around. I love every single one of you. And again, no, I'm rooting for you. Stick around. I'll be uploading crypto videos every single day. I'll be uploading on this Crypto Dusty Trades channel nearly every single day. Whenever there's an important update, I'll update you. And as I said, we're going to make tons of profit. So stick around, guys, and I'll teach you every single thing that I know. That was it, and hopefully you have a great day.